you won't be in trouble, but I need to know is critical. So at this time, I would like to open it up to your questions that you may have on these subjects that I've covered already, if there are any. Apparently I was very thorough. Okay. Actually, my comms team was very thorough. So let me open it up for other questions then. Yeah, my thoughts on the DOJ closing its case, specifically that related to Phoenix PD. I'm thrilled. I have seen the damage that DOJ or Federal Monitor Control over an agency that it does. We've seen that with the Maricopa County Sheriff's Office. And I am hopeful that this shows that those who pursued those types of things are on the wrong side of history. It needs to stop. Local law enforcement needs to be run locally, and they need to be allowed to do their jobs. Yes, ma'am.
Has a decision been made to not file charges in the Ahwatukee stabbing case in which Jalen Reeves was killed? And if that's accurate, can you explain how that determination was reached?
Sure. Yes, a decision has been made to not file that case. I met with the victim's family, and it was a good meeting. My heart was breaking and continues to break for them. But we looked at it in the office, not just myself, but a number of senior prosecutors. And under Arizona law, if someone raises a self-defense claim in trial, prosecutors then have the burden of disproving self-defense beyond a reasonable doubt. So it's the same standard as proving a crime itself. That's the likely, in fact, I would say that is the defense in this case, is self-defense. And after looking at all the evidence and understanding that our ethical standards and charging standards are reasonable likelihood of conviction, we did not feel like we had a reasonable likelihood of conviction in the case. That was conveyed to the family.
Regarding the Mercedes Vega murder, since your Hayes is facing murder charges, in the last court document we saw indicated that Mercedes Vegas was murdered to prevent her from testifying in another case. We know she was supposed to testify against Cujo Young. Are you planning to file murder charges against Cujo Young in your case?
Well, right now, that case is the only case that has been submitted to us, the Hayes case. Obviously, we did file charges in that case. What I would encourage you to do is to reach out to the sheriff's office for an update on the investigation as to anybody else that might be involved.
And then regarding the Jake Kelly homicide case, it appears that the prosecutors have offered Angel Maluli a plea deal that reduces his charge from second-degree murder to manslaughter. What went into that decision, and did you consult with Jake Kelly's mother?
Yes, we did. So there were a number of issues that went into that consideration. First of all, you had different things that were contributing to why Mr. Kelly passed away. There was obviously not immediate medical attention for the injuries. Number two, you also had a situation where all of the critical witnesses were highly intoxicated, and so that left a lot of muddiness to the facts of the case. So based on all of that, we felt like for that individual, who by the way has no criminal history, that was the appropriate outcome. Okay. And by the way, for those who are listening, they didn't hear your first question. You were asking me about a case involving Jalen Reeves, which was a stabbing in Ahwatukee. So, but go ahead.
The county supervisors on Monday, when discussing the budget, were looking at the price that taxpayers have paid to settle the Maricopa County, the Melendrez case. And they did talk about the possibility of trying to revisit that settlement
I absolutely support the Board of Supervisors' efforts to not just revisit how much money has gone out, but to put an end to this. You know, the latest numbers that I have seen is that we are quickly going to top $350 million spent on this. And the federal monitor himself, who's the one that really decides when they've come into compliance, we have paid just shy of $29 million to. This needs to end. And so I applaud the Board of Supervisors for putting this at the top of their agenda. That money can be spent in many, many other ways to benefit this community. So yes, I would support them in that. Anybody else? Okay, yeah.
Do you mind coming up to the microphone real quick?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry about that.
Regarding to the safety campaign, is the campaign also going to be available in any other languages to reach out to the community here? For
Yes.
example, in Spanish, could you please explain
Yes.
a little bit more about that?
Yes, it is going to be available in Spanish as well. Thank you for asking that. I neglected to say that, but that's very important as well. All right. Okay, guys. Have a good afternoon.